Hey YouTube, it's me Valerie. Sorry I haven't posted for a couple weeks. It's been kind of crazy with, you know, getting back into work, getting exercising. My son's sports, baseball, we're running for that all the time, and things like that. So I just haven't found time to actually be able to put a video together. One of the, I guess to start off, we'll start with the numbers. When I started this journey, I was 252.4. 2 weeks ago when I weighed in, sorry, I have to look at my notes, I was at 223. Last week, I was at 223.8, so I had a bit of a gain, and pretty sure I know what that's from. I'll kind of talk about that. And then this week, I'm at 222.4. So I'm down a little bit, but I try not to count the gains as a loss for the next week, so I'm really only down 0.6 for the last 2 weeks, which is not really exciting since I've been working out, and I've been doing, Zumba. Let's see, I worked out about, I think, was it 6 days last week, and I don't usually work out on Sundays or anything like that, just that's my day to stay home, do laundry, things like that. So I guess the gain from the week before, we went out. I went and watched. I have some friends that play in a band, and went out and watched them. And I decided to have a drink, and probably chose the worst drink I could, but I was really craving it, so I had Kahlua and creams. Had a couple of those, and I know they're probably the highest calorie, worst thing I could have had, but they were good. I'd been, pretty good, and so I drank a couple of those. And we just sat and enjoyed the night. It was a lot of fun. But just over the last week, sorry, my throat's all weird. But over the last week, I have been doing Zumba. I did Zumba 3 times last week. Went to the gym. I actually started the Couch to 5K. And I actually did okay for the first one. And then I started Zumba. And instead of going back to the gym, I would go to the Zumba class, and I went to that 3 nights. And then Friday, I went, let's see, how's that work? Yeah, Friday, I went back to the gym. I don't even know if I'm telling you the right days, but anyways, and I did the Couch to 5K week 1, day 2. Did okay with that as well. Also been going on walks with my mom and my sister. We go over to this park, and it has like a green belt around it, so we walk it. Walk 3 to 4 miles when we do that. And so it's been, I've been pretty active considering trying to fit it all in with work. I work 10-hour days, and so, I'm glad, after the time change, it's kind of made us stay light longer. So that's been a blessing. But, and the weather is starting to look up. I don't know, I think we're supposed to reach the 50s, high 50s tomorrow or today, something like that. So anyway, so we're looking better there. So the working out, I think I've been doing great, getting a lot of that in. My calories, I actually did because of the gain, even though I know probably had to do with a little bit of the drinking. I actually reduced my calories. I was originally set at 1,200. I then reduced it to 1,100 calories, and I just reduced it earlier this week to 1,000 calories. So I'm trying really hard to keep that in. But this last week, well, the last couple days, I have been having this really weird feeling with my band. And I tried to call my doctor yesterday a couple times. They never returned my call. Left a voicemail, still waiting for the phone call back. I'm not exactly sure what is going on here, but maybe if I explain it a little bit, somebody can help me out. Maybe they know what it is. So typically when I sit for long periods of time, and I do have a desk job, when I sit there for long periods of time, I feel really almost bloated, restricted. My band starts hurting, or around my band I feel like, I don't know, I have kind of pains, chest pains, and feel like I'm, just full of air, full of gas, whatever it is, and I've been burping a lot. I know a lot of people do that, burping and farting and stuff, and mine has been more on the burping end. So it's just, but it's very uncomfortable, and the reason that I thought that it started, when I originally had it, I started on Monday night, I believe, or yeah, Monday or Tuesday. And I had taken, it was actually in the morning, and I had taken, I take quite a few pills, for everything. So and before I had my band, I would put my 6 pills that I have, throw them in my hand, throw them in my mouth, and take them. Not a big deal. Well, since the band, I've been breaking them up and, taking them one at a time or whatever it is. Well, for some reason that morning I just, threw it all in there, and I thought, I didn't feel anything when I took them. They felt fine and stuff, but later that day is when I started feeling this problem. And so I thought, okay, maybe I just let it pass. Well, I went to go to Zumba. It had to be Tuesday because I went to go to Zumba that night and got there and thought I was going to throw up. So I ended up leaving Zumba. I came home. I laid down for a little bit, laid on my stomach, started feeling a little bit better. Well, then yesterday, got up, went to work, sitting there throughout the day, and I was just miserable, feeling like not that I want to throw up really, but just something just doesn't feel right. I feel, like I said, when I sit down and stuff, and I had a fill a couple of weeks ago. I got 6 cc's, which was my first fill, but I had done fine with that up until a couple days ago. And so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm still hoping my doctor's office calls me back to figure out what's going on. I don't know what it is. I'm hoping, of course my worst fears come to light. I was like, has my band slipped? What's going on? Because I've been doing, the working out, things like that. But I don't know. So any advice, if anybody's experienced this, I would appreciate hearing, what it is. If it's something that is normal, I don't know. But anyways, I have been for the last few days, because I'm scared to eat anything too rough and stuff. I've been eating a lot of maybe safe foods, if you call it. I don't know. I haven't been focusing on like my meats and things like that. And I know that that's not good for me, and maybe that's why the loss is not happening like it should. Also, I didn't work out Tuesday or Wednesday because of it, because I was just feeling so miserable. And I'm going to try to do Zumba tonight, see if I can, and see where we go from there. But so any advice, anybody, I appreciate it. You guys provide great advice. So also I want to say I am behind on watching videos, but I have been watching, and I've been trying to post comments, and I'm having a heck of a time with my iPad, my iPhone, things like that. So I'm, I try to go back in and redo them if I can go into on Safari or whatever and get in there. Sometimes I can make it work that way. So I'm trying, but I am watching, and all of those videos with like Jen Cott, Banded Twin, the videos that you responded to Texas Danielle with the food and stuff, those are great. I love them because I love to see what everybody's eating. Gives me new ideas so I don't get bored. So keep that up. I appreciate it very much. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Jen and Brad. I know I've shouted out to them before. Love them very much. But they paid for me to be a part of the Transformation Academy. Very excited to start that on Monday. Sounds like it's going to keep us motivated, keep us going. I'm just hoping that I can reply every day. I try, but my iPad and stuff is just a pain. So hopefully that'll work out for us. But I'm excited. I need the motivation. I think it's a great, been watching the videos the last couple days. I think it's a great way to stay motivated, and a great way to be held accountable, things like that, and a great way to make friends in the group, and have people that you can talk to all the time and things like that. So for that extra motivation. So I'm really excited to start that. Got a sorry, I gotta look at my notes here. Yeah, got a few other ones. Mentioned Banded Twin before, Erica. Love watching your videos. You're I don't know, you're always so inspiring as well. It's just and the comments that you post for everybody that I watch and the things that I see that you post. You're just so understanding and so motivating to everybody. So great job. Love you. LapBand Jessie, from the UK. Love her. She cracks me up every time I watch her. So she's great. She's newly banded as well. So it's fun to kind of keep up with her on that. So I think that's about it. It's kind of a short video, but just trying to learn to make the right food choices for me. I tend to choose easy foods. I do drink protein shakes. Try to drink those every day. Not try to have those for breakfast. Coffee drinker. I try to get my water in. I'm doing pretty good at that. Maybe not always. I try to set a goal at 64 ounces. Try to get that in. Sometimes I do a lot more than that, sometimes not. When I'm working out, I usually drink a bottle before, some during, some after, things like that. So those are good times. But yeah, just thank you. I want to thank all of you. Thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers and subscribers that have been with me from the beginning. It's been fun so far. Hope I can get this figured out with my band so that I can actually feel comfortable going back to working out full time or every day, things like that. So I'm gonna try it tonight. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, everybody have a wonderful Easter or Passover, whichever holiday it is that you celebrate, and we'll be back with you next week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.